3.6 lakh children who will have severe disease. So we should start planning.
You've said before, and you said just now that that the third wave is definitely going to hit India, and there's no two ways about it. There are dire predictions that the third wave will impact young children. Can you tell us when in your assessment is the third wave? Seeing the cycle and seeing the time difference between the first and the second wave. Is there a time assessment that you have for the third wave hitting India, number one? And do you agree with the assessment that the third wave will impact young children, and why?
Thank you, Aditi. And right now, I want to make it very clear. My intention is not to induce panic or create alarm, but sound a warning that if you look at the world, all European countries are either in their third wave or have completed. America is in its fourth wave. Many of the Asian countries are in their third wave. To assume we are different is foolish. We will also have a third wave. How big it is would depend on how many people we are going to get vaccinated in the next 6 months. B, how responsible each one of us is going to be in terms of masking, physical distancing, and avoiding crowds and gatherings. If we do all this, the third wave will be very, very small. It will not be like the second wave. So there are lessons for it. I was one of the first people in the country to say children are at risk for the third wave. Simple logic, it's more common sense. The virus always finds people who are not immune. You can get immunity to this virus either through infection or through vaccination. If not, the virus will definitely catch you. Adults, more people are getting infected, both in the first wave and the second wave. Adults have vaccines, so they're getting vaccinated. Children, in the first wave, we had only 4% across the country. In the second wave, 10 to 15% across the country are infected. That leaves a huge chunk of children who are not infected. Some of them we know through sero surveys up to 20-25% are exposed. That still leaves 60% of children vulnerable because we don't have vaccines for children. They are now under trials. It will take minimum 3 to 4 months, and we have 30 crore children in this country. And if you do some simple plain arithmetic on paper, that 18 crore children are the ones who are not infected or exposed because sero surveys have removed them. In this 18 crore, if you say approximately 20% will get infected, that's 3.6 crores. In that 3.6 crores, if you say 1%, because children don't develop severe illness easily, 1% is going to get infected, that makes it 3.6 lakh children who will have severe disease. So we should start planning. Do we have so many intensive care beds? Do we have, where are we going to treat these children? Within the same hospital, there will be other children and COVID children. Do we need to open up schools? And if you open up schools, are we going to have interrupted schedules to break virus transmission? Because children gather in schools and there can be super spreading events. It has happened in Europe, it has happened in America, that schools become super spreader. So these are things now we should start discussing. I'm not saying I don't want to scare, but if we don't discuss, if we don't plan, we will be caught unawares. Apart from children, half of adults are not going to be immunized by the time it comes. You ask me, when will it come? Typically, waves come 3 to 5 months after one wave subsides. By August, let us say, in different parts of this country, it is peaking different times, it comes down. September, right. October, November. So turn of the year, we can expect a third wave. That gives us 5-6 months to plan. And remember, 50% of adults will cover by immunization. So there still be 50% who will not be immunized. So we don't want the same crisis of beds and oxygen and remdesivir and drugs. That also we should keep. And also, this is a time to plan about human resource in the health sector. They are completely stretched. They've been working for 18 months. All these are things we should start planning.
I'm going to talk to you a little more about the human resources in the health sector, but you painted a very scary picture, at least for me. With the children and the number of children you say might get infected. That's a very stark possibility and a very scary possibility. And I hope that we as a nation have learned our lessons with the second wave and start preparing for this potential third wave, so that we're not caught unawares the third time round. So thank you so much, Dr. Ravi, for joining us. I think you've given a lot of insights into how this pandemic has behaved till now, will behave in the days to come. Some scary things, that watch out for the third wave by December, January is your assessment. And yes, it is more likely to affect children in the third wave. And so we need to be better prepared, and we need to seriously put, like in the second wave, we're trying to bolt the doors of the stables after the horses have bolted now.
Yes.
Third wave, let's ensure that we lock up the horses, bolt the stables much before anything bad happens. So let's just look forward from here. Yes, you're right, sir. Blame game is not going to serve much purpose now. We need to look ahead and plan ahead for the days and months to come. Thank you so much, Dr. Ravi, for joining us. We look forward to hearing from you again. Thank you, viewers, for watching this broadcast, and I hope it was informative. We'll keep coming back to you with more. Stay tuned to Hindustan Times.